I'm gonna win the YCS.
So that was a lie.
Hey guys, it is bright and early on Friday, the day before the YCS. We are here for the pre-registration. I already did everything online, but you know, gotta get my pre-registration coin, my 5-pack, see if I pull anything good. Probably not gonna be much footage today, so we will show you guys some pack openings and I will see you again later. Alright guys, we are here at the YCS. We just finished the registration. We have some packs and our coin. We'll go ahead and open the coin first, see what we get. So, we don't have a gold variant. Which one is it though? It is... I think that's Gate Guardian? I don't know. Looks a little weird. I think it's Gate Guardian, but still pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see if our packs are any better. We have the new Age of Overlord. Those were upside down. One of them, okay, one of them's upside down.
Uh-oh.
We have the Exceed the Pendulum. I'm just gonna go pretty quickly here. I've already opened a case on the channel, so we're just trying to pull something good. We have, hey, we got a secret, not a good one, but secret is better than nothing. We have the Happy, hoping for something spicy like a QCR Little Knight, Sinful Spoils Betrayal, and then the final pack here, we have, hey, that's really good, okay. We're already plussing. We got the Wanted. That's actually kind of good because I think I need to replace one of mine. So yeah, we're really excited. We'll see you guys with the rest of the event. Alright guys, we are done at the venue for day 0, technically. Nothing cool other than pulling that Wanted. I finished some cards. Rhett, shut up. Other than pulling some cards that I wanted, obviously I got the Wanted, you guys saw that, so yeah, we will keep you guys updated for the tournament tomorrow. Alright, so this is post YCS Alex here, and I knew while filming this resleeving that I was going to want to talk to you guys a little bit about the event, but first let's talk to you guys about the deck profile, because I'm sure you guys are going to see here that the deck is very different from what I've shown you on my channel so far, and that is because I wanted to up the number of non-engine slots. Not only are non-engine cards just incredibly strong with their utility, but it also makes side decking a lot easier, which is something that I was definitely struggling with because the Rescue Ace engine is so high, so having these non-engine slots was definitely helpful, and I don't regret it at all because I did do pretty well at the event, and going into the event I knew that Rescue Ace was going to win, and we can see that taking up 44% of the top cut and then 100% of the finals, that I was definitely correct in that assumption. That being said, I did only go against 2 mirror matches, so there probably weren't that many people on it. It was the first weekend that the deck was legal, so I'm not really sure people really had it too much on their radar, especially because a lot of people just didn't have answers for me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how we did at the event. I am playing this at YCS Richmond this upcoming weekend. Haven't really decided on the build yet, so I might wait until after that to give you guys a fully updated profile, but let's go ahead and show you guys the event. Alright guys, it is 8 a.m. the day of the YCS. We are waiting outside for my ride to get here to go to the venue. Event doesn't start till 10, but I always like being there a little early, even though they never start on time. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good. I did a lot of testing last night. We were up pretty late testing with my friend group, and I didn't drop a single match, so makes me feel a little bit more confident going into the day. So we will keep you guys updated round by round and see how we do.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations.
Alright guys, we just finished round 1 and we were against tier limits. We did lose the dice roll, which is just what we do. You guys should know by now that my dice roll luck is absolutely horrendous. So we quickly lose game 1 because he just blows us out. We do win game 2, thankfully. We were able to just go the 1-card Dweller route off of the Turbulence, or not the Turbulence, the Airlifter. We set our 4, couldn't really play through it. Then we go into game 3, and thankfully we clutched it out. He opened really bad, unfortunately for him. My hand was kind of good, it was a little awkward, but yeah, he just opened really bad, and that's what it is. So we got our first round win, and we will see you guys after round 2. All right, guys, just finished round 2, and we were at table 3. Now, I know that tables don't really matter until later rounds, so being up at table 3 doesn't necessarily mean anything, but there is a layer of, like, intimidation that is just coming from playing at that high of a table. So we were against Branded Chimera, blew him out of the water game 1, obviously. We opened insane. We played through 3 interactions, still set up our full board. He scooped before showing what he was playing. Good choice. Game 2 was a little bit of a grind, but I made a bad judgment call siding out 1 card that I should not have sided out, and that is what ultimately cost me game 2. Game 3, I do need to shout out my opponent. He is a very honorable guy. I should not have won that game, and unfortunately, he made a mistake in siding and presented an illegal deck. He realized that there was a card from his main deck in his extra deck, and he pointed it out and just scooped and took the game loss. So, yeah, big shout out to you if you're watching this. Very honorable player. You absolutely could have gotten me. So, yeah, we are going to be going into round 3 undefeated, and hopefully I can keep that up for you guys. Guys, end of round 3, we were against Vanquished Soul. Game 1, he shifted us, but we were still able to go into Turbulence, set 4 pass. He just kind of scooped because he didn't have anything to play through the set 4. Didn't know what he was playing, so we go into game 2. I side deck like evenly matched and Doggerins just because I feel like it's safe not knowing what my opponent's playing. We lose game 2. Game 3 was by far the most wild game that I think I have played of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a long time. When I say that we drew pass for 10 turns, I mean 10 turns each. So it was me, him, me, him, me, him, 10 times, and neither one of us saw a single playable card. So it was just a grind game. Our first 2 matches, or first 2 games, we were done. We had 30 minutes left on the clock. Game 3, we go into time. He's got a bigger board than me. He swings. I'm left alive, but since it's time in the round, yeah, we just kind of lost it. So we are going into the next round, X1. So hopefully we can take it home for you guys. All right, we just finished round 4, and we ended up taking the win. It was a Rescue Ace mirror match. That is actually the first mirror match that I've ever played. Not a lot of people at my locals actually play the deck. There's only one other guy that does. Shout out to you, Landon, if you're watching. But yeah, it was a 2-0. It was relatively easy because I know the deck so well. I knew that if I just held my imperm for his Turbulence, then it's pretty much game, and that's exactly what happened. I won game 1. He didn't reveal what he was playing, couldn't get through the board, ended on the Little Knight with a Fenrir 4 set and Preventer on board with Rescue set. He scooped. Game 2, I impermed the Turbulence, and that's all she wrote. So we have now gone 3-1, 4 rounds deep. We'll see you in the next one. All right, so if you guys are watching the feature match for round 4, I just stepped outside again to tell you guys about this. We just saw Jeff Leonard get the Exodia off in the feature match. So shout out to you, Jeff. I've met you, I've played you. Pretty cool guy. Obviously, everybody knows you for Mystic Mine. Can't fault you for that, though, despite my hatred for the card. Yeah, the crowd actually went wild. They were screaming and yelling, so kind of cool. All right, guys, end of round 5. Unfortunately, we lost the mirror match. It kind of just is what it is. Not the biggest fan of my opponent. Wasn't really the most friendly person to play. There was one point where he legitimately looked at me, just stopped playing, and said, "Hey, do you just want to scoop?" And even though I knew I lost, out of spite, I just made him play the rest of the round. Because, like, don't say that, dude. We're here playing a game. We're here to have fun. I still had plays to make. Who knows? Maybe you make a mistake and I come back. Don't be like that to your opponent. But yeah, we can still make day 2. You guys might notice I changed my shirt. Got my Dueling Guard shirt on. Go check them out. Use my code 5% off. You guys know the deal. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go back into the venue. We've got 4 more rounds. And yeah, I think I can potentially lose 1 more. It's top 128 or 19 points, whatever. So we'll see. But I'm going to keep playing. Alright guys, end of round 6, and it was tooth and nail. We had to fight for our lives. but in the end, our opponent didn't show up. So, yeah, we got the round because of a no-show. So we're still X2. We got 3 more rounds for day 1. I kind of need to win out. I mean, I can make it to day 2 if I win 2 and draw 1, but I don't want that kind of pressure. I'd rather just win out, make it clean to day 2, and see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, we just won round 7 against Fluanderies. You guys know I love that deck, so of course I know it inside and out. We were able to get the 2-0. Game 2 was a little bit of a grind game, but he just ran out of steam because I kept recurring everything and negating his stuff and popping his stuff, and there was just no way for him to really grind through it. So we have 2 more rounds. As long as I win out, we make day 2. I can technically get a draw, but I want to win out. So yeah, we will see you guys after round 8. All right, guys, we won round 8. I'm not really like the hype person, so you're not going to get me screaming and yelling like some other people, but I'm really hyped. We are 1 win away from making day 2. We were against Marincess. It did go to game 3. Almost lost in time, but thankfully with a minute on the clock, I was able to go for an access code OTK. So yeah, we've got to win round 9, but we can still get in there, guys. All right, guys, it is time to tell you whether or not I make day 2. And we need to tell you guys the story of Gen and Ken. So, I'm up against Pure Kashtira, which is just wild in and of itself, and we're going to game 3. He gets to choose. He goes first turn. He goes normal summon Gen, and I'm like, okay. He resolves the effect. He gives me the Ken. Ken activates, and I have Ash Blossom in hand. So I'm thinking, he either A, already has the thrusts and the talent, or B, he really needs these draws to be able to play. The fact that he normal summoned and put himself on a monster while playing Kashtira is kind of iffy. So I make the judgment call and I say, okay, cool, Ash the Ken, you're not getting these draws. He then does the nastiest line of plays that I have ever seen in my life. He goes thrust, add terraforming, grab planet, grab Fenrir, talents, draw 2, change of heart, takes the Ken gives me Gen and forces me to discard, then he dark holes on turn 1. I haven't had a turn, and he is dark holing the board. He then has no monsters, special summons the Fenrir search unicorn, Fenrir search unicorn, Theosis into another unicorn add birth, set 1 pass. So he ends on an unknown with birth, unicorn in hand, unicorn on field, Fenrir on field, and I bricked. It was 2 Ash, both of the Rescue Ace traps, a Fenrir, and then I drew an emergency for turn. I go for the Fenrir play. I try swinging into his Fenrir, target to banish his Fenrir. He imperms my Fenrir, and because he has planet, his Fenrir is bigger, and I pretty much just lose the game. So, yet another YCS where I make it all the way to the final round and just bubble out. So yeah, we got to try again. We will be at Richmond in 2 weeks. I'm going to probably play some side events tomorrow. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, just sometimes you're built differently, guys. Like, that line of play is ridiculous. So yeah, that is a YCS Indy. We will see you guys later.